guys, my name is Brian Milliard and I'm from Sleepy Eye, Minnesota, and I'm a summer intern here at Fitness Quest 10 in San Diego, California. Today we're going to talk about proper squat technique, and there's different progressions a person can go through to start making sure that you have good technique while doing the squat. You don't want to throw weight on somebody's shoulders that has bad technique, because then it'll really beat up their body and they'll have a lot of overuse injuries. So whether you're a young athlete or coaching a young athlete how to do a proper squat, or you're an experienced lifter and just want to get better at your squat technique, these are some progressions I'm going to go through to help you get to that level. First progression in learning how to do a proper squat is called the wall squat, and this will help you really make sure that you get proper technique while doing it. So what you're going to do first is find a wall. You're going to get your feet up to about a couple inches away from the wall. You're going to put your hands in between your legs, make sure your feet and knees are about shoulder width apart. Put your arms in between your legs, and you're just going to squat down on the ground and touch the ground. So I'll show it to you first and explain what I'm doing. Alright, the great thing about a wall squat is it prevents what normal people do when they squat, is they tend to lean forward and really get all their weight on their toes and put a lot of pressure on their back. So with the wall squat, this prevents you from leaning forward, and it makes sure that it gets your hips back, and it makes sure that you use your glutes, and it keeps your upper body up nice and straight. This might be difficult at first. You might want to back away from the wall a little bit, make it a little easier. But just really make sure you keep your chest up, keep that lower back nice and straight, and make sure you slide your hips back. So if you do it improperly, you'll hit your knees on the wall and it'll not work as well. Next progression in learning proper squat technique is we're going to do a kettlebell deadlift. So instead of putting the weight on your shoulders, we're going to keep the weight down low and right in between your feet. So you're going to put the kettlebell right between your feet. Just like the wall squat, you want to keep proper technique so you can keep your chest up. You want to slide your hips back. You know, make sure your knees don't come in, make sure they stay over the toes. You're just going to bend down, good form, pick up the kettlebell, and just stand straight up. If you're working with a young athlete and they're not able to do this yet, then you might want to move back to wall squats and get a lot of repetitions and make sure that it's ingrained and that they're able to do this with proper technique. Alright, and the third progression in learning proper squat technique is the goblet squat. So now we're going to take the weight off the ground and put it in your upper body. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold it right about chin level. You can keep it close to your body. You can do the exact same technique that you used for the first two progressions. So you're going to keep your chest up, slide that butt back, all the way down, make sure your knees are about 90 degrees, and come back up. This really focuses on, instead of doing a deadlift, we're working our way towards a normal squat, which has the weight towards the upper part of our body. And finally, the last progression in this series is to do an actual squat. So you're going to take something really light, like a bar or even like a wooden stick. You're going to put it on the child's back or put it on your own back. And you're going to go all the way down and make sure you keep proper technique. You can slowly add weight as you go. But if your technique starts to fail as you add weight, then you want to move down the progression scale and start over, just to make sure you keep proper technique the whole time. So my name is Brian from Fitness Quest 10, and those are some simple progressions you can do to help improve your squat technique.